The day after the bloodiest clashes in this three-month uprising, there's still a sense of expectation, a wait-and-see attitude here behind me on Independence Square in Kiev, where the opposition is very much in control. And in fact, some even saying that they've expanded a little bit of their territory after the retreat of the security forces. They are nowhere in sight. They're not visible this morning. It doesn't mean they've gone away entirely, but there are no militia or police ringing the square at this hour. Now, as for the talk of that political agreement, the agreement reached in talks between the opposition and between the government, the general attitude here is one of deep skepticism and still distrust. A lot of people I've been speaking to this morning basically all repeat the same line with varying degrees of vehemence, that Yanukovych is a man that has gone back on his word before. They do not trust him. They think that a lot of this is buying time, stalling tactics, stalling perhaps so that his own security forces, the ones that have for now retreated, are perhaps simply regrouping and waiting to launch another assault somewhere down the road. So a lot of skepticism. Yes, they would love to see early elections. The people gathered here, the opposition in the square behind me, they'd love to see parliamentary and presidential elections sooner rather than later, obviously. But the one thing they all say is Yanukovych is a man whose political time has long since expired. He is seen as corrupt. He is seen as incompetent. He is seen as a man who basically leads a band of people who have embezzled the Ukrainian people. That at least is the attitude towards him here on the square. They want him to go, and they want him to go now. That has been an original demand of the opposition. They are not withdrawing it, and they are not going away. And even if and when this final accord is announced, this agreement, it's unlikely that you are going to see this square behind me suddenly clear. So defiance, tires, pyres of flames still being set alight here this morning, the morning after those bloody clashes, acrid smoke belching across the square, and still very much a mood of defiance here in central Kiev among the opposition. And while they may not all be from the exact same groups, and there are many different factions within the opposition, they all agree that Viktor Yanukovych must go.